Think you could handle the heat? A nanosecond on the sun would be enough to annihilate everything we know about survival. But here's the kicker. What happens to your body doesn't even begin to make sense at first. Let me show you. The sun. It's 93 million miles away, but it powers life on Earth. It's the reason we have warmth, light, and energy. But what if you weren't so far away? What if you, right now, were exposed to the sun's surface for just a single nanosecond, 1/1000th of a second? Could you survive? Let's break it down. To answer this, we need to understand two things: what happens at the sun's surface and how the human body reacts to extreme heat and radiation. Spoiler alert, the sun isn't just a big ball of fire. It's a thermonuclear furnace where temperatures soar to about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, 5,500 degrees Celsius on the surface. And that's the coldest part. Now think about this. A nanosecond is so short that even light only travels about 30 centimeters in that time. But in that blink, the sun's energy is enough to obliterate anything that gets too close. So, how would your body hold up? Let's start with the basics. The sun's outer layer, called the photosphere, is insanely hot. But the real killer isn't just the heat, it's the radiation. The sun bombards its surroundings with intense ultraviolet radiation, X-rays, and gamma rays. That's like standing in front of every microwave on the planet turned to max power at the same time, except a billion times worse. The photosphere might seem solid because it's the part of the sun we can see, but it's not. It's a dense layer of plasma, electrically charged gas. So, if you were somehow placed on the sun's surface, it's not like you'd stand on a surface and fry. You'd disintegrate in midair. Here's the mind-blowing part. At 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, the heat is so extreme that your body wouldn't even have time to process pain. Your skin cells, which normally start to burn around 118 degrees Fahrenheit, would vaporize almost instantly. In fact, they'd turn into plasma, a gas of ionized particles, before your brain even knew what was happening. Even before the heat destroys you, the radiation would. A nanosecond on the sun exposes you to more radiation than a lifetime spent near Chernobyl. Your DNA would be shredded by high-energy photons before you could even blink. Forget about sunscreen. No SPF on Earth could save you here. And then there's gravity. The sun's gravitational pull is 28 times stronger than Earth's. If you somehow managed to exist on its surface for that nanosecond, you'd weigh 28 times more than you do now. Imagine a 150-pound person suddenly weighing over 4,200 pounds. Your bones wouldn't just break, they'd compress into dust. So let's recap. In 1/1000th of a second, your body would face temperatures that turn metal into vapor, radiation that tears apart atoms, and gravity that crushes everything. All in the blink of an eye. But here's the wild part. Even a nanosecond wouldn't be enough time for your brain to register what's happening. You'd be gone before you even realized you were in trouble. Here's the most fascinating part. The energy released in just 1 nanosecond on the sun is incomprehensible. The sun emits 383 yottawatts of power. That's 383 followed by 24 zeros. And in a nanosecond, you'd absorb more energy than a nuclear explosion. It's not just death, it's erasure. You'd cease to exist with no trace left behind. Now think about this. The sun is a modest star in our galaxy. There are stars out there millions of times larger and hotter. If you can't handle the sun, imagine what's happening in the center of a supernova. So, could you survive a nanosecond on the sun? Not even close. The sun, our life-giving star, is also a relentless destroyer if you get too close. It's a reminder of just how fragile and unique life on Earth really is.